appreciate you going around saying things like that to other girls.
Mary Kelly's not my girlfriend. I'm only with her because somewhere to crash when I'm in Dublin. Giving her the elbow this weekend anyway. Like I say, I'm going back to London to look after my business there. I run a modelling agency, you know. Lots of opportunities for a girl like you.
You're going to go back to London and dump her, are you? Well, you can dump her in the lippy for all I care. Don't come anywhere near me when you do. It's against my religion to get involved with fellas older than me granddad.
There's no need to be unpleasant, love. I'm just trying to help, that's all. I got a lot of contacts in London, you know. I could have you set up by the end of the week.
Set me up with a job in London? You must think I was born yesterday. I do hear you in the bookies bragging about your business in London. And let me tell you this, you're under no illusion. If I was going to flog it, you'd be the last person I'd want as a middleman, so fuck off back to London and do your pimping over there, you fucking fool, you.
No need to get your knickers in a twist. You've obviously overheard something and taken it up the wrong way. Like I say, I run a high-class modelling and escort agency. Dates with business people and professional men, that sort of thing. And it's up to you how far you want to go.
Tell me this, what part of fuck off are you having difficulty with?
What you going to do for money next week? Join the dole queue? Or get a job in a shop that pays peanuts? Think about it, love. Don't pass on a great opportunity and end up giving it away on a Saturday night for free, like the rest of the stupid bitches around here.
Oh, I'm a stupid bitch, am I? Passing up a great opportunity, am I? I suppose if I played me cards right and worked hard for you, I could retire in a couple of years.
Yeah, you could. You'd earn a nice little nest egg. You wouldn't have to work too hard. You'd have the best of everything. I look after my girls, you know.
Oh, you look after them, do you? You don't overwork them, do you not? That's interesting, because I overheard a couple of the local toll rags discussing your girlfriend the other day. And they were saying the reason she has a face like a dealer's daughter is because you have her standing around corners, flogging her mutton in all types of weather. She also said that she's so clapped out, they get more pleasure from firing their flute up a lane than having a jump off.
Good slapping.
Don't even think about it. If I have to get my big brothers down here, you'll be going back to London in a box. Now fuck off, you fucking pig!
Well, fuck you. And fuck your brothers. Fuck it, the state of you anyway. You're not worth dirtying my hands on. And if I had a barrel full of Mickeys, I wouldn't let you have a look at one of them.
Jesus, times like this, I wish I did have a couple of big brothers. Jesus, I'd be glad to get out with this kip. Roll on Santa Ponzi.
How are you, Mrs. Mary? You must be mad, what? Say, you must be mad coming out here in the cold.
What else can we do with this new law?
What else we do is right, Mrs. So we're treated no better than leopards these days. I heard it's €1,000 fine if you're caught smoking inside the pub. And that bad article of a barman, Seamus, be the first to report you. He told me so himself. Going on all day yesterday was about the danger of passive smokers like himself. He'd give an Aspro a headache. The lads in the bar got the better of him, though. Kept calling him a mean bastard for inhaling other people's smoke in the first place. And Johnny Mac, you know Johnny Mac who drinks in the bar? He said he looked up passive in the dictionary and it means idle and motionless. The whole pub was calling Seamus a passive barman all day. He was fit to be tied.
Seamus? That's the new young fella.
Yeah, that's him, Mrs. The one with the red hair and the pimply face. God's gift, he thinks he is. He's always trying to chat up the girls. Couldn't pull a good pint, never mind one of those young ones. As useless as tits on a bull, Johnny Mac says. Anyways, as if there wasn't enough crime in the streets without making a criminal out of the poor, unfortunate smoker. It's got a ridiculous country, isn't it? Pretty soon you won't be able to fart for fear the guards will lock you up for making noise. Anston better go catch a few more robbers for themselves and not be interfering with respectable people.
Ah, sure. That'd be too much trouble for them. There's no money in it anyway. All the guards want to do these days is give out fines.
You hit the nail on the hammer there, missus. That's too much work for them. I'm blue in the face ringing them about them joyriders up at my place and nothing ever happens. I'd be better off ringing the taxi company. At least when they say there's a car on the way, it usually comes, even if it is late. They had to put a big chain over the front gate to stop them joyriders interfering with my poor husband's car. Maybe next time I ring the guards, I'll tell them that the joyriders is smoking. Maybe that'll light a fire under it.
It's cold enough out here.
Who are you telling, missus? The cheeks of me arse are stuck together with the cold. We're all dying with pneumonia thanks to Mr. Martin and his health policies.
Ah, sure. He doesn't care about the likes of us, does he?
Fuck off! That's if we don't die of malaria or the bubonic plague first. I'd never seen so many flies since the smoking ban came in, and the whiff of sweat and piss would knock out a horse. I'd settle for the smell of smoke off my clothes any day of the week. Thank you very much, Mr. Martin.
Yeah, but sure. He only wants to get a name for himself. Thinks he's a big fella because he has the odd pint with Bertie,
He took the words right out of me mouth, missus. Full of his own importance he is. They're all the same, those TDs. They're all full of shite. And they don't care who they have to discommode as long as they get their seats in the dial and their name in the paper. That's what Johnny Mac says. And this Martin fella, where do you think he'll be when all the smokers die off and there's no cigarette taxes left to support the country? You won't be seeing him trying to get in the paper then? No. He'll be long gone. After swanning off to Lanzarote he'll be with all the other patriots to drink and smoke the duty free. Well, all the healthy people in the country will be starving to death because a small tin of beans will cost €25. Hello? Hello? Speak up, son. I can't hear you. Can you hear me saying, missus?
It's cut off.
That's cut off, is it?
Yeah.
It has to be Larry. He's the only one with me number. He's my only son, missus. He spent a handful of money on this for me. He's always ringing to make sure I'm all right.
Keeping tabs on you, he is.
If being concerned about your mammy's welfare is called keeping tabs on her, then for once in your life, you're dead right, Mary Kelly. Larry said it keeps his mind at rest to know where I am. Isn't that a lovely thing for your son to say, missus?
Anyway. Well, it cost me 20 euros for credit on average. They say the more credits you need, well, the more friends you have, the more credits you need.
€20 a week on average. How can you afford that? Your new lodger must be spoiling your rotten, Mary. Or did you find the twins' hidey hole?
The bloody chick of you!
Ah, lighten up, Mary. Sure, I'm the only codding you. Didn't I hear you tell everybody that listened that one of them thieving guards took the €60,000 that your two boys spent in the post office job? And sure, what sort of sons would they be to go away for 5 years without telling their poor, unfortunate mammy where to get their hands on the price of vodka in their absence? No, that's not the way they were reared, missus. And who better to vouch for that than a neighbour from across the street who watched poor Mary struggle for years to bring them twins up with principles. All on her own, too, with only the odd lodger's rent to help keep the wolf from the door. And most of them baiting her up worse than her ex-husband used to. Anyhow, missus, as I was saying, I only use this for Larry's calls and for Coronation Street.
Coronation Street.
For the alarm. Larry has it set to go off Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday at 1900 hours. That's 7 o'clock to the uninitiated, as Johnny Mac says. It gives me time to run back up to the house for 7:30 to watch it. I used to be raging when I missed an episode. It used to take me weeks to catch up.
Well, 7:30 is 1930 hours.
Yeah, that's right, Mary. 7:30 is 1930 hours. Well done, Mary. Got you know that from the boys, wouldn't you, Mary? That's lights out time in the joy, isn't it? I go to Coronation Street down here, missus, but Pimply Face won't turn it on.
Why not?
A sports bar, he calls it. Said he'd done a survey and 99% of the people in the bar were sport-oriented and only wanted sport on the telly. Did you ever hear the like? Survey me arse. That bar can hardly hold 20 people, never mind 99. And he never asked me. Johnny Mac says I should bring him up for the Women's Quality Board.
What's sports orientated?
Sports oriented. I don't really know. I don't really know what it means, missus, but I can guarantee it's nothing strenuous. So most of them old lads in the bar barely have the energy to go for a piss. They have the feet run off, be running backwards and forwards to the bookies for them, especially on pension days. It should be on commission, Angelica says.
Who's Angelica?
She's a posh young one who works in the bookies. A lovely girl, mind you. She always ringing to make sure I'm all right.
You must be mad doing their messages for them.
Asher, God knows they're putting on a few bets for them as all the poor old devils have, apart from their few pints and cigarettes, maybe a fish and chip or a curry on the way home. Can't be very easy, you know, going home in a taxi every night at 12:30, knowing that you'll have no one to talk to the pub's open at 10:30 the following morning.
Oh, don't they buy you a drink for going to the bookies for them?
I don't know where you get your information from, Mary Kelly, but as usual you've got the wrong end of the stick. It's only on the rare occasion that some good-spirited pensioner buys me a glass as a thank you. And I only accept it because I don't want to spoil their goodness and cause offence. Hello? Hello? Speak up, Larry. I can't hear you. You sure it's right about the credit thing, missus?
That wasn't a phone call. That was the text message sound.
Text message? Well, Larry wouldn't send me a text message. Anyways, I'll read it later. I better be getting back inside. That's the thing about coming out here, missus. Never know what people will be saying about you when you're out of earshot. I'll see you later, missus.
You don't believe her, Cynthia?
Wouldn't believe her either.
Can't see with her glasses. The old bitch can even read her right, you know. I don't know how much she gathers some information. She probably gets it all from Johnny Mac. She's always drinking with him. When did you hear her? She only accepts a drink from the pensioners on the odd occasion. That old bitch expects a glass of stout every time she goes to the bookies. You know the type, Cynthia? She live in your ear and come back for your eyelashes.
Don't need neighbours like that.
Did she say she lived beside you?
She lives across the road from me, the corner house with that shit car in the garden. You know the car, don't you?
I know it'll ring. Lick a paint wouldn't go astray. I can tell you, I wouldn't want that to be the first thing I see when I wake up in the morning. I can tell you that for nothing.
Well, you never say a true word, Cynthia. Some people have no thought of their neighbours. I mean, what's the point of decent people like myself and yourself doing their brass and sweeping their path when people like her treating the place like a scrapyard?
Yeah.
I was going to report it to the corporation, you know, but the twins went mad. Said they had nothing to do with me if I had turned into the grass. I wouldn't mind. Never even liked her. Or her husband, for that matter.
And as for the car?
Thing never went. My husband told me he got it for nothing off somebody to tour Ireland when he retired. He was forever fucking around. When he came back from work, he never got it going. He died of a heart attack, you know. Personally, I think that's what killed him. Yeah. Her son Larry thinks the same as me. He's always after her to get rid of the car, but she won't. Not that anybody will pay a penny for it. You know her son Larry? Works in the hardware, yeah.
Is he your son? God bless the man.
God bless him, Mark is right.
He's fading away for the want of a good fade.
Yeah, right. Oh, did you hear about Larry buying her the phone because he was concerned about her welfare? I'm telling you what he's concerned about. He's concerned about getting his dinner, that's all. I was talking to him last week, and he told me he was going to buy her the phone to ring her to know where she was. Ring her to get her out of the pub before she spends all the grocery money on drink, is near more than work. A handful of money spent on the phone, she said. Well, if only she knew.
You what?
I sold him that old phone for 20 euros last week. The thing is totally fucked up.
Yes.
But to tell the truth, I was glad to get rid of it. I was sick with the twins texting me every 5 minutes.
How are you going to be able to manage with a mobile phone?
I have a new one. I made my fella to buy me a new one.
Ah, it's very good, isn't he?
It's nothing to do with him being very good to me. I made him buy this new one when he let the old one fall on the floor.
He let it fall on the floor.
Yeah, 120 euros I had to pay for that one.
120 euros?
Well, good enough for him that will teach him to look at other people's messages.
Looking at your messages.
Don't believe you.
I'm telling you, he was. I called him searching the messages one day, and I let a roar at him. He let the phone fall on the floor. He took it to pieces. It took the fucking idiots half an hour to put it back together, but I told him it was no use. And he might my new one.
That's really lovely, though,
Is
isn't
that
it?
lovely? Yeah, right. You know, when you can do this, like, yeah.
Oh, look at that,
Yeah, that's great.
Jess. Lovely.
Well, he's only hanging around for the twins' money, you know? Yeah. Not that he will ever find the twins' money. Did I tell you that the policeman took it, didn't I?
Yeah, you told me a dozen times.
I called him searching the house as well.
You did.
I did. I went out to the bingo one night, but I forgot my purse. When I went back, he was searching up the attic.
He was searching the attic. What did you do?
I did nothing. Well, at first I was going to give him these marching orders.
Yeah.
But then I tell to myself, why should I cut my nose to spit my face?
Like your face.
Anyway, as long as he thinks he can get his 100 twins money, he'll keep on being a meal ticket. You know what? I get something better, and when I do, he'll be getting his P45.
I hope you remember to put some new SIM into the old phone.
I did not. Why should I give the fucking bitch 90 euros that came with a new mobile? I just gave you the old phone like it was.
You'll be in awful trouble if the twins ring and she answers.
Now they're wrong in ringing her. I told you, in case the police are listening on the scanners, and if it send text messages, the fucking bitch can't read. And even if she's cool, which is not the case, it's still not a problem. The sneaky bastard dropped the phone on the floor and the text messages don't come on the screen anymore.
Jeez. Is that what she was fiddling with it?
Could barely keep a straight face when she did that. She'd be better off getting the 20 euros off her son. At least she'd know what to do with that. Though, from what you told me about her, I'd say that'd be long gone on glasses of stout.
I'm telling you, every penny she has, she spends on drink.
Yes.
Ever since her husband died last year, she practically lives in the pub. I do see and hear myself every day of the week. No, don't get me wrong. Live and let live is my motto. People are entitled to what they like.
And fair be it for Mary Kelly to say anything against our neighbours.
You'd say the same if you saw the condition of young Larry. It's disgraceful. He looks like something out of a concentration camp. Enjoying ourselves, Larry?
Yeah, we're having a great time, that right, Alan?
Yeah, terrific.
That's good. I heard the girl who's getting married tomorrow. What's her name again?
Trisha.
Trisha, that's it. Well, I don't know her that well, but I heard some young lad in the lounge saying that she's a lovely girl. Heart of gold. Will give you anything. Is that right, Cynthia?
I hope you're not trying to be smart, Mrs. That's my cousin you're talking about.
Oh, you're her cousin. And you came all the way from Liverpool for the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that lovely? So tell me this. Is she expecting?
You're beginning to get up my nose now, Mrs. And if you know what's good for you, you're putting your lip around to it for you, yeah?
You're getting the wrong way, love. You give me a chance to finish my sentence. I was just about to ask, was she expecting a big crowd at the wedding, that's all? Ask anyone who knows Mary Kelly here, and they tell you it's not in her nature to be casting aspersions about anyone. Good, bad, or indifferent. Right, Cynthia?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something else. If anyone wants to say anything wrong about Mary Kelly's company, she'll be the first one to get up and leave that company. Isn't that right, Cynthia?
Yeah.
And besides, anyone who's not blind could see that your cousin's not that type of girl. You know, the way she conducts herself. She's a lady, right? And I was just saying to Cynthia earlier about her complexion. Beautiful skin. I love her. Really skin. I don't know what cream she does, but lovely. So, you know what? We're going right now because our fellas are looking for us. But girls, enjoying ourselves, right? Take my phone. Bye.
You'll be sitting that boyfriend's is out for us all yet.
We'd have a better chance if we were dancing.
I'd love to go dancing. Friday's a great night in Dublin. Patricia would have a fit. I promised her I wouldn't be hungover in the morning. Pity though, I'm just in the right mood for one of those simple bar imbos.
What's a himbo?
What planet are you on them? Did your mummy never tell you about imbos? Those blonde, godlike, athletic types with nothing between their ears, whose only purpose in life is to shag a girl senseless and look good while they're doing it. No need for exhaustive intellectual banter with those boys, Ellen. Just tell them a couple of times how good looking they are and they'll perform right through the night for you. Come to think of it, Ellen, one of them would suit you down to the ground.
Let's go then.
No, not tonight, Ellen. Besides, I'm not wearing my simple barnacles.
I didn't think you were already.
You didn't think I wore any? The bare-ass cheek of you. I'll have you know that since my brother got a job as a van driver for a lingerie company, it's common knowledge in the entire of Liverpool that the entire Quinn family, men included, wear the best of cats and change them at least 3 times a day.
Maybe we wouldn't go boast about how many times I took me guts off. People might get the wrong idea. Anyways, I always just go by what Sister Assumpta at school used to say. Twice a day in the interest of hygiene is more than adequate. Once in the morning and again after strenuous physical activity.
I know you change your tax twice a day, but inside out doesn't count. Anyhow, I'm not talking thongs here, I'm talking Mary banging nuns knickers with the thick heavy gussets. Anything else in your family will be frozen solid after waiting 2 hours for 16 days. And what good would that be to anyone, man or beast? No, I think you'd be better off waiting till tomorrow. You might survive some fit lads at this wedding. Unless, of course, you fancy any of the mingers in this place.
What about that barman, Seamus? I think he has the hots for you.
You've got to be joking. I didn't spend 15 odd sterling on these two. And £2 grand on these just to get my ends right with a ginger top barman. Free drink and a free drink. Stay to him. And the smell of stale crisps off his breath will turn your stomach.
Ah, don't be too hasty. Tell me he was a bar manager. Might get you frogs out with him.
Bar manager, is that what he told you? He doesn't look as if he could manage a good shite. Anyhow, even if he was the manager of the Liverpool football team, I wouldn't go anywhere near him. As a matter of fact, Ellen, I wouldn't let him up with my granny, and I don't even like that bitch.
Oh, that's not a very nice thing to say about your granny. But don't you like her?
Oh, she's a right count, that's so why. Always banging on about religion and morals. She has me heart broken every time I come over. She had a right canary when she found out I got implants. Said it was going against nature. And tried to sprinkle holy water over them, so she did.
She did not, did she?
Oh, she did too. Set up with them back the way God intended. I would have minded so much. Only I've been pouring gallons of the stuff over my tits since I was 12, trying to make them bigger. Now she has me thinking I could have saved myself £2 grand if I left them alone in the first place. Oh, come on in, Tricia, where are you? Where did you go? Me and the girls thought you had to get the cold to be somewhere. I can't find now.
Cold to be? No. No, I was tempted after talking to a girl in the ladies. She's a gas ticket, a real posh one. She was telling me to leg it before I ended up a sex slave. I wish. She told me she was only back from her honeymoon 2 weeks when she done a runner. Said she was fucked if she was going to be fucked by the same fucker for the rest of her life. She's tonic.
So you're not having second thoughts then?
Second thoughts? Ah, no, not really. Anyway, my dad killed me.
You're looking a bit pale. Are you feeling all right?
Pale? No, I'm grand. It's only nerves. I'll be all right.
You sure?
Of course, I'm sure. I think it's that morning sickness thing my ma was on about. The thing is, I only seem to get it in the evenings. I must have the Australian version.
And where's that boyfriend of yours?
Tomo? Ah, he should be down shortly. He said he was meeting his mate Larry. And I just saw Larry talking to his ma in the bar. She was giving him grief over something. A mobile phone, I think. Whenever you see Larry, you're bound to see Tomo and vice versa. They've been around together since they were kids. Batman and Robin, people used to call them. You met Larry the last time you were over, didn't you?
Oh, that blanket lad with the dark hair.
Yeah, that's him, the tall fella. He's a nice bloke. I think he fancies you.
He does not fancy me. He barely even noticed me the last time I was over.
He does fancy you. He asked me a few times about you. He said he loves your accent.
And what about my tits?
He didn't mention your tits, at least not to me. He did say you had a lovely smile, though.
Have you seen anyone at the moment?
No, I haven't seen anyone in ages. Why, do you fancy him?
Oh, he's okay.
If he's only okay, why are you interested whether he's got a girlfriend or not?
I could do with a good shag as all.
Well, if it's only a good shag you fancy, Seamus the barman is the man you want. I thought he'd get up on the crack of a whip.
I'd rather sew it up and become a nun.
You'd rather sew it up? My God, it's worse you're improving Sarah Quinn. I'll fix you up with Larry then.
Has he got his own place?
No, he hasn't got his own place. He still lives with his ma, sort of looks after her. The poor old one seems to have lost the plot since her husband died last year.
Well, that's all very sad and all, but upstairs no good to you, me. Where I'm going to screw him is my problem.
How am I supposed to know where you're going to screw him? Sure, I have the same problem with Tomo, you know. With 6 in his house and 10 in mine. There's no shagging room anywhere. I suppose you could always use the lane behind the chicken like the rest of the neighbours. And keep away from those wooden electricity poles. You'd be plucking splinters out of your arse.
If I not going to the language Johnny, never would have let me come over for your wedding. You have me corrupted, you know.
I have you corrupted. Jesus, that's a laugh. I'll have you know I was a virgin before I met you.
What are you banging on about, Trisha? Were you really 12 the first time I came over here on holidays.
I know we were only about 12 when you first came over. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, let's go back inside and I'll fix you up with Larry, please.
Oh.
Are you right, girls?
Howyas, Seamus! Give the prize!
It's very bad press. Two penny walk, no penny money. Mop up toilet, Susie. Sweep smoke room, Susie. Change ballast, Susie. One day, Susie tell Mr. Seamus, Susie born ye love rabbit, not ye love horse. Do that, do all things, Susie. Next job, Susie change your name to Tung Tong, Ting Tong Tom Meow. But too hard, boss, remember. Very bad people in this place. Bad boys get slumped, fight other bad boys. Bad girls call Susie Ching Chong, and all people think ashtray only for decoration. Susie finds other job. Leave her pretty fast.
How are you, Susie?
Oh, hello, Mr. Wally.
You're working hard, Susie.
Yeah, Susie worked hard. Mr. Seamus find plenty work, Susie.
He's busy chatting up the girls and you do all the work, is that it?
Yeah, Susie walked in talk all girl customer.
He's looking for a date, is he?
Yeah, he must all girl customer good thing for him. All girls said no. They call him dickhead behind him back. He must Susie good thing for him. Susie said no. Susie look for nice husband. Not fucking on face racing boy.
He's a lazy bastard, all right. If work was in bed, he'd sleep on the floor, huh?
Susie not understand.
Don't worry about it, Susie.
No, Susie not worry.
Where do you live, Susie?
Oh, Susie rave Howard Cross.
It's a long way to come.
Yeah, wrong way. Yeah, Susie walk here to get money buy more pad. Too expensive get boss on job.
What do you mean, all job?
Oh, Susie walk 4 job. Yeah. One job, 6 o'clock walk restaurant, make breakfast. 2 job, 10 o'clock clean 2 house. 3 job, 1 o'clock walk restaurant. And 4 job, 8 o'clock walk here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 job.
4 jobs. Jeez, that's hard going. I find it tricky enough getting out of bed for one, huh? Why do you sleep?
Oh, when we here, go sweep Howard Cross. Sweep on floor, like Mr. Seamus. Lots of people in room.
Tell you what, Susie, when I win the lottery, I'll buy you a moped.
Oh, you very nice man, Mr. Riley. But when Susie win lottery, she buy you a new mobile phone to play a game with.
I'm not playing a game, Susie.
Oh, you're not playing a game?
I can't read the text message. Glass is a bit cracked.
Oh, no need text message. I'll let Susie fix. Susie work factory Beijing to ya. Susie know all thing about phone. Susie sent a message to Susie's phone. Now you able to leave message. Good news, Mr. Wally.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Yes, Susie, great news.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make me as happy as Harry, huh?
You happy as Ronnie, Mr. Ronnie? Oh, you make Susie off.
Delete the messages now, Susie.
Yeah, Susie, delete message. Oh. Yeah, all done.
You'll be a big favour, Susie, now. You didn't tell anyone about the messages.
No,
You won't, will you?
No, Susie, tell nobody about message.
No, I mean nobody.
Susie say, Susie tell nobody, Susie tell nobody. Susie not a bad girl.
Yes, you're a good girl, Susie. The best. I'll look after you for this.
Oh, no need, Mr. Riley, look after Susie. Susie look after herself.
All right, Susie. I'm in a bit of a hurry now. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you, Mr. Riley. Oh, Mr. Riley, such a nice one. But he like all other people in this place, hitting ashtray only for decoration. Oh.
program for tonight? Yeah, super. Clogging sounds tops, but roulette the pod, it's so last season. No way, Jose! I wouldn't go there for an audience of Bono. This is chocolate block with skags. Reynards. Yeah, super. I'll be in about 12. No, I'm not home yet. I'm having a little drink after work with the staff. Yeah, I'm helping the old man out, managing one of his betting shops out in the sticks, actually. Mercifully, I'm finished here this Sunday, maybe even sooner. It's the fucking pits. Need a master's in scumbag just to understand the clientele. Like, I'd be out here in Louisville if he wasn't forking out top dollar. Yeah, listen to this and beat yourself up. He bought me a Lexus. There's no such thing as a lucky bitch, Circa. A bitch, okay, I'll give you. But luck had nothing whatsoever to do with it. Like, I've had my eye on that car for an age. You wouldn't believe the anxiety it caused me passing in the showroom every day, Circa. And the very thought of it going to somebody else can traumatised beyond belief. It wasn't easy. I had to use every ruse in my repertoire. Lies, promises, tears, the whole 9 yards. I so deserved that car for my efforts, Circa. And as for the acting, I deserve an Oscar for that. I'm talking about Daddy's bloody obsession with keeping his precious leisure and entertainment business in the family when he eventually goes to the big golf club in the sky. The man talks nothing else as well, you know. It's embarrassed me for years in front of my friends. Dragging about how he dragged himself up from a tiny pitch in the rails of Laytown to owning a chain of betting shops across the country. He's so a pain. Vulgar, Mum calls him, talking about money all the time. What did I do? I did what any girl who had an eye on Lexus would do. I pretended to be enthralled by his business. I gave it loads, asking this and probing that, until he couldn't contain himself any longer, and offered me whatever I wanted if I agreed to agree to take over the business. He's so predictable. It gives me no great pleasure to say about my own father, but sometimes I think he's a complete dork. Stuck in this business forever. Right. Like I didn't have a contingency plan. You of all people should know better than that, Circa. That is not the way we roll. I'll be out of the business by the weekend, and my new Lexus is coming right along with me. It's in the bag already. How do I manage it? I got Mum involved, of course. As soon as the Lexus signed over to me, I told her I was going to be working as an assistant in one of Daddy's shops. Then I shoved buckets telling her that although I detested the idea, I felt it was a matter of family loyalty, as Daddy has his heart set on me taking over the business. And my piece de resistance, listen to this, was that I was trying to make Daddy proud of me again after my disastrous marriage to that knob Tyrone. I knew that would do it. Mum always detested Tyrone ever since his family outbid her for a period house in Dorky years ago. I think that's partly the reason why I married the jerk in the first place. To get up her nose like. Oh, she went ballistic as per the script. She astonished me. She tore strips of Daddy royally, called him the lowest form of pond life, using emotional blackmail to force a traumatised child into a life of drudgery. She was absolutely awesome. No daughter of hers is going to waste her marrying education propping up his seedy little business and ending up with the manners of a Northside pleb. No, not while she was alive. To see her take control is just so amazing, Circa. I so wish you could have heard her. Angelica will work for you for 1 month in your grubby little shop, and after that she's a free agent. If she does do any work for you after that, it will be in head office in Mount Street with full autonomy, although I will advise her to do no more than take clients out to dinner or the races. An occupation more suitable to the profile of a lady. Like, what could he say to that? You don't talk back to Mum when she's in Hannibal Lecter mode. Oh no. Oh no. What could he say to that? No. He just scurried off to the safety of the golf club with his tail between his legs. Just imagine him down there a few brandies later with all the other captains of industry, bragging about his courage and daring on the stock exchange. And then him sneaking home in through the conservatory in his stocking feet. You know what? Men are all the same. They're such a load of cock. Fact is, you know all about cock too if you spent a month married to Tyrone the Terrible. I'm only just beginning to walk straight again. know whether it was coming or going. Yeah, totes. Absolutely, yeah. I couldn't agree with you more, Silka. A good bonk every now and then when you're in that frame of mind can be very therapeutic, particularly when there's a bit of diversity involved. But take it from someone who has a t-shirt. Shagging the same bloody individual 24/7 can be a pain in the arse, both literally and metaphorically. And it's so demeaning. It's so like wearing the same outfit twice in 1 month. He did not say that, did he? Well, he'll be waiting till hell freezes over if he's waiting for me to come to my senses. My fucking God. Oh! What? After what he said to me? What did he say? The fucking nerd said he was looking forward to settling down with half a dozen frogs. That's what he said. He even had names picked out. Fucking loser. Can you visualise me playing Mrs. B? All the brats tucked up in bed, his dinner in the oven and my caps around my ankles, waiting eagerly for him to come home from the office to give me one. What fucking life I take. I don't do babies, I do Gucci and Prada. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, totally, yeah. Too right. Grounds for divorce. This is the 21st century, not the Dark Ages. Although, looking around the shithole, I couldn't say for certain. Oh, I'm in a cesspit of a pub next door to the bookies. Daddy's closing the shop on Sunday. Got an offer from a developer. An offer he couldn't refuse, apparently, so it was left to me to organise a bit of an ease up for the staff. Actually, there's only one other girl working in the shop, and I'm plying her with drink. So worth it, though. I'd never have got through the month without her. I'd go fucking do lally if I had to balance the books and all that other nonsense for the last month. Besides, she's considering holding the fort for me for the next couple of days. She needs the euros, so I'd say it's a done deal. And Daddy will never know, especially if I stay in yours for the next couple of nights. We will have a blast celebrating the completion of Operation Lexus. My treat. I have bundles to tell you. Anyway, I think I can hear someone coming. Listen, I'll call you tonight. Bye. I miss you.
Angelica, thanks for taking me over that drink. You're very good.
Oh, it's no problem. It's only a drink. It's my pleasure. Are you alright with this evening?
I'm bloody well upset. That's how I am, Angelica.
Here, have one of these.
Thank you. Don't mind if I do. I'm after having the mother and father of a row with my son Larry. He's after annoying me something terrible.
What did he do?
I'm after being boasting to the world and his brother for the past week about the brand new mobile he bought me. Now I'm after finding out the second-hand one. I only found out because the shagging thing keeps beeping. And Johnny Mac, he's a man who drinks in the bar and knows about them things. He told me the beeping noise was somebody sending me text messages.
I don't understand. What's wrong with getting text messages?
I didn't give nobody my number, that's what's wrong about it. Larry was the only one who knew my number, and he wouldn't send me a text message. He knows I can't read. Without my glasses, that is. And he knows I lost my glasses. I'm after giving him lacquery over it, I'm after throwing it back at him in the bar in front of, making a holy show of myself in front of everybody. I can see people laughing at me, especially that Mary Kelly one.
Well, who sent the messages?
I don't know who the message is from. The part that shows the messages is broke. Johnny Mac said it's because of a tiny crack in the glass. And to think, I believed that louser of a son of mine when he said he dropped it on the ground on the way home from town and the shop wouldn't change it for him. To tell you the honest truth, Angelica, I couldn't give a feck about the phone. I'm more concerned about making a show of myself in front of everyone. The phone was a bloody nuisance anyway. Larry was always ringing me asking what time I'd be home at and what was for dinner. But from now on, he wants to know for his dinner, he can ring the curry shop. I wouldn't mind, but any time I ask him where he was or where he was going, he'd accuse me of invading his space. He'd think he was a bloody astronaut or something.
You know, men are all the same. They've no feelings. All they're concerned about is their appetites.
True for you. All men think about is their appetites. His father was the same, big Larry. I spent the best years of my life cutting chips and peeling potatoes trying to keep that man nourished. And then he goes, drops dead, sweeping the road before he can collect his corporation pension. Talk about biting the hand that feeds you. If I had my time over again, I don't think I'd ever get married. I had a great time when I was a young one, going to the pictures and dancing every night of the week. Blokes chasing me from here to Finglas. I didn't know I was born. I often wonder how I would have ended up if I'd married that bus conductor. He was mad about me and he always had loads of money. People said he made more rent in the corporation. A real spiv he was, like Ray Milland. I used to get hot flushes when I'd see him in his uniform, and he never once asked me for the fare. Just say, give me a ride for nothing any day of the week. But then Big Larry came along in his Honda 50, and that was that. Big Larry's little joke to say he swept me off my feet, him being a road sweeper like. I thought he looked like Marlon Brando in that old biker film, but he didn't really. Mind you, he looked a lot like him in the end. He was nearly 20 stone when he died. Massive heart attack, the doctor said. I would have lived another 10 years if I kept him on a proper diet. I'm not kidding you, Angelica. He's one of those men who'd eat the flowers off the plate if you didn't watch him. And he'd do nothing around the house. I had to wait them hand and foot. He couldn't even make a cup of tea for himself. Well, I'm not going to ruin young Larry the same way. He can learn to look after himself.
Is that the time? Barbara will think I'm going home. I'll catch you later, Miss.
Okay, Angelica. Catch you later. Mind yourself, love.
Bye.
Don't be minding me, Big Larry. So you know, jump through hoops for you if only could have you back. Maybe I should make it up with young Larry. He's only doing his best. I'll tell him to get rid of that car. That should cheer him up. It's an awful pity, though. I would have loved to see all them places in the country like we talked about. How are you, love? Didn't see you come in.
You alright, Mrs. Gibney?
I'm grand. I just got a bit of smoke in the eye, that's all. Anyway, I better go, Tomo. Larry'll be wondering where I am. I'll see you later. How are you, Barbara? Did you see Larry?
He's at the end of the bar, Tomo whispered in Tomo's ear. Well, I was supposed to tell him a dirty wedding joke. Oh, alright, Tomo was just talking about you. Mrs. Gibney was asking where Larry was. I told you at the end of the bar, the condemned man. You all set for tomorrow?
Ah, yeah. Trisha has all that organised. I'm only going for the crack.
You're only getting married for the crack, you dirty thing. I'll tell Trisha what you said.
Don't say it until after the honeymoon, though, will you?
Alright. I'll wait till you get back. Where are you going anyway?
Connemara. No cottage down there for the week.
A cottage in Connemara for a week? You must be off your bleeding trolley. The place is full of buggers, that's why. You'll be pulling your hair out after 2 days, mark me words. What possessed you to pick a dozy place like Bleeding-Marra anyway? Is the rest of the world booked out or something?
No, I didn't pick it. Her granny gave us it as a present.
Her granny gave us a present of it? You must have done something terrible on her, is all I can say. Either that or she was born a cunt.
Couldn't be that bad.
Couldn't be that bad, could it not? Wait till you get there, is all I can say.
Well, what's wrong with Connemara? I heard it was a grand spot.
What's right with it, more like? All they have over there is rocks and stones and sheep and rain. There's fuck all else only miles and miles of bog.
According to the brochure I was reading, it has lovely scenery and country pubs with music and singing.
Yeah, country pubs if and you can find them. Shite holes with sawdust on the ground and smelly Randy Alfred smoking pipes and gobbing all over the gaff. And you're not going to be able to understand a word they say because they talk 100 miles an hour. And it's not proper English they speak. It's either bogger English or fluent Irish.
How come you're such an expert in Connemara all of a sudden?
I know, because I was there one summer at the Gael talk. That know-all of a known sister or something told me ma she didn't send me I'd fail me junior.
I think I remember you passing that. You must have learned something up there, so.
Yeah, I learned something alright. I learned never to go back to the kip again.
No, unless you must have learned some Irish.
Yeah, I learned a little bit, but I had a good teacher. She was a bleeding space. The first day I was there, I told her I wanted to go home because I'd pay me ring with Connemara. No, Barbara, she says to me. You don't want to go home and you're paying your ring with Connemara. You want to go home and you're paying your fawn with Connemara.
Oh, I was brutal at Irish in school too.
Well, you'll want to learn some if you're going there on your honeymoon. As they say, when in Rome, do like the Romans do. It's the same over there. When in Connemara, do like the boggers do.
Jesus, what would a bugger be doing this honeymoon?
What would a bugger be doing? Wouldn't you like to know?
Seriously though, tell us something romantic I can say to Trisha in Irish.
Alright, I'll give you a couple of fuckle that might help. When you're kissing and cuddling with Trisha, you say, Isgralum tusse.
What's that mean?
It means I love you. You can say that to when you're dragging the gats off.
I don't believe you. You're winding me up. That probably means my fucking donkey ran away.
Swear to God. And here's a few more that might help. Now be a kind, rusty gourd and topic on topic.
What does all that mean?
Now be a kind means don't be talking to me in case you're so good in the scratcher that Trisha starts roaring and screaming out of her. Rusty gourd means hurry up and topic means faster, faster.
Stop, I won't be able to wait for the Jesus honeymoon.
It doesn't take much to get you going, is all I can say. And here, I might as well tell you the most important one. Tom egg chocked. It means I'm coming. It does, I swear to God. Sure, everyone has their own language. I want to hear the one that works with me. Sometimes I can't understand a word she's saying. And she's from Dublin. She's a real posh one. I wouldn't be surprised she says I'm arrive, and instead of I'm coming when she's getting banged.
Still working in that bookies anyway?
Of course I'm still working in the bookish. Didn't you see me there today? You losing your marbles or what, as well as your money?
I heard it was closing and all.
It's not closing now until Sunday evening. They offered me a job in town, so I suppose I'll be working there till I save up the money for Santa Ponza. My friend's over there now. She has a job lined up for me as soon as I get there. She said it's a great buzz. Remember I was telling you?
Yeah.
You'd love it over there yourself, Tomo. All the girls go around half in their note. Saving every penny I can at the minute. I can't wait to get out of this kip. I wouldn't be out now, only the posh when I work with the manager insisted on buying the gurgle.
She must have a few quid, that car she's driving.
Yeah, just see it. It's massive, isn't it? Shall our elf bought it for her? He owns the bookies. He's loaded.
Yeah, well, when you have it, you fucking get it, don't you?
No. Angelica's not the worst. Isn't she buying the drink? I'll tell you one thing though, she's useless in the bookie. She hasn't got a clue. The fella was putting on a Yankee bet one day and she asked me to take bets on American race. And I do have to watch her like a hawk when she's handling money, or she'd have the alpha bankrupted. I do have to laugh at her though, she doesn't give a fuck. She has enough money as made to go around, and who better to bring it round on herself?
Tell me this. What happens if you back a non-runner in a race?
You already know what happens, you get your money back.
How would you like to go to Santa Ponza next week?
I'd love to go to Santa Ponza next week, but like I told you already, I don't have the money. And if this conversation's leading up to where I think it is, you can stop before you start, Tom Sweeney. I've heard all them scams before, and they all have holes in them.
Decent few squids in it for you.
Ta very much, Tomo, but I think I'll pass this one up if you don't mind. I'd rather wait another few weeks for Santa Ponza than end up in the slammer.
There's nothing illegal about it. All you'd have to do, right, is take in a bet on a non-runner in cash, say 60 grand, right? Then, when the race is over, you give me my money back, because it's a non-runner, only you give it to me in a cheque instead of cash. Simple.
Nothing illegal, me ho. There's laws against that sort of thing. It's called money laundering. Anyway, where would you get that kind of cash and you going to Connemara on your honeymoon?
It's not my money.
Oh, it's not yours, isn't it?
No, we're friends.
Oh, and who's the friend? Celia Larkin?
Oh, smarty hole. Larry.
Jesus, I'm in the wrong job altogether, so I never knew there was that much money to be made saving in the hardware.
That's not where he got it.
I fucking know well it's not where he got it, but I never had Larry down as a drug dealer.
He's not a bleeding drug dealer.
But then where did he get it?
This is for your ears only, right? But this gets out when you're in big trouble.
Radiant light is dancing with me. Nobody's here, just you and me. I don't want to be, I hardly know you.
Well, fair dues from I never did like them pair of wankers. Them bastards battered me younger brother for nothing outside a nightclub and he had to get 8 stitches in his head.
Backers.
I wouldn't mind helping to screw them pair Tomo, but I couldn't accept that size of a bet without ringing up head office.
He's going to have to find some way of getting that money into circulation without, you know, arousing suspicion.
I know. If Larry starts spending money out of nowhere, they'll be on to him rapid. And that nosy owl one of theirs sees everything that goes down in this place. Mind you, she doesn't see her here half as much as I do working in that bookies. Hold on a minute though. The wedding's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Right. This is what I want us to do.
your ass, Cinta. Jesus, you look a little bit rough.
Yeah, it's killing me.
Mine's out well. It was a great night last night, wasn't it?
I love Saturday nights.
Oh, me too. You were great on the karaoke last night. Brilliant. I love the song you were singing. You know. Jesus, my head. I didn't get to sleep last night.
Serves you right for wearing that short skirt.
You must be joking. That old bullock's full of bang and teen drum at best of times. Never mind when he's full of gargle.
Mine's the same.
The fucking Eddie spends the whole night telling me what he's going to do with me when he gets home. And when he does, he either falls asleep on the sofa, or thinks he's still in the pub and goes backyard for a smoke.
Mine's the same.
We had a blazing robbery this morning, and I told him to get the fuck out of my house.
You didn't.
I did? Huh? When I told the useless pricks I knew he was only hanging around for the twins' money. Not that he will ever find it. Did I tell you that his guard's ticket, didn't I?
Yeah, you told me a dozen times. Here, listen. What do you have to say for himself?
What did he say when I fucked him out?
Yeah.
The cheeky bastard told me he was going back to London anyway. And had to go to admit that he was looking for the twins' money. Laughing at me he was.
He'll be laughing out the side of his face when the twins get out.
I get him cut his bullets off.
Oh? Where is he now?
I don't give the fuck where he is.
What are you going to do now, Mary? I know he was a slave being fucked, but he wasn't shy of buying a few bevies.
Don't worry about me, Cinta. Mary Kelly didn't get the way she is today by losing sleep over the likes of a wanker like him.
Asher, you know yourself. All a girl like you has to do is show a bit of leg, and the fellas will be buzzing around like flies to shit.
Well,
straw.
Never mind all this. Wait till I tell you the great news. There was a great commotion last night. I was in bed, waiting for Dozy Ho to come to bed, this little black number I was telling you about. When I heard a bang on the street. When I looked out, the shitty car of Gibney ones was blazing. Fucking blazing. Shit. Next thing I knew, there's a fire brigade, 2 squad cars, and 2 ambulances.
Oh my God.
That was great crack. The whole street was up. The coppers were running and shouting and banging on doors. They were banging on Gibney doors for ages, and they got no answer. So we had to break it down, you know, in case someone was overcome by, how do you say it? Smoke annihilation.
Inhalation.
Whatever. That's a big pity the twins went there. They love a little bit of excitement, you know.
At least no one can say they had any hand, act, nor part in it.
Them poor boys getting blamed on everything today. That's a problem in this country. You make 1 or 2 tiny mistakes and the next thing you know...
You're a public enemy, number 1.
Anyway, I visit them on Tuesday. They crack up when I tell them.
Was anybody hurt?
No, nobody was hurt. The car was in the end of the garden, and Mrs. Gibney and her son was waiting in the GAA club. Huh. The face on her when she saw the car was totally burned out when she had to came back home. You'd see like someone was dying. It was great.
I wouldn't like to see her face when she finds out the price of a new hall door.
That was good. You know that someone told me she will get a bill for the fire brigade as well.
Oh, jeez. That'll keep her and her smart remarks out with the pub for a while.
Not sure. Fucking bitch. Oh my God, it was so funny. You know, I was laughing at a song you were singing last night. Come on, baby, light my fire. Wasn't that an awful thing that happened to Mrs. Kimmy last night? The poor woman could have been killed by the smoke.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a terrible way to go, Mrs. Mm-hmm. Choked to death by smoke?
Terrible.
Hello, Mr. March. How are you doing? I was just saying to Cynthia this terrible thing that happened to Mrs. Gibney. The poor woman has been shocked for weeks.
She's not in shock now. She's in the great farm behind the bar.
What do you mean she's in the bar in great form? I saw her last time when she came back from home, and she was in a terrible state for the car being burned on and the whole door bang bang junks for the fire brigade.
She had a bit of luck yesterday. She's in the bar buying drinks for everyone.
I don't believe that one, Cynthia. No. Mrs. Guinea buying drinks for everyone in the bar. No. What a great bit of a lunch. We're rushing out to Cynthia.
Boston scopes the toilet.
Bursting to go to the toilet, yeah. Wow. Some people lose all self-respect when they hear free drinks mentioned. So, what a great bit of a lunch.
Young Tomo and her son Larry won 50,000 euros at the bookies yesterday.
Hockey chum and Larry winning 50,000 euros at the bookies. There was his wedding at a GAA club.
They put the bet yesterday on the way to the wedding. I saw them myself in their monkey suit pulling outside the bookies. They got the fear slacking, I can tell you that. Anyhow, Tomo told me this morning. They only found out about the bet today. Was it some wedding present, what?
You expecting me to believe they put on the betting before the wedding? And he knows the results this morning? Did they check the results, pull the other one, Mr. Match?
Is that a genuine offer, Mary, or are you telling you don't believe me?
No, I don't believe a word of it. Sure, you well known for winding people up. That new barman Shingles doesn't know what time of the day it is with your tricks.
I see your friend is not back, eh? Where do you say she was going to?
I don't think that's not back yet. There is probably two ladies.
I tell you one thing, Mary. As old as I am, I have never seen the bookies check for 50,200 euro. Have you ever seen one?
No, I can't say I ever saw a check for 52,000 whatever euros. But I never seen you here before. So tell me this. Did you come special to wind me up? Or are you taking up smoking?
Well, Mary, I only came here to look for yesterday's racing paper. Seeing there's none here, I'll be on my way.
Okay, what are you looking for yesterday's racing paper for? Is that part of the wind up?
I'd love to stay here and talk to you, Mary. I have a free drink waiting for me inside.
Hey, go and finish your drink. Are you back, are you? I thought you were falling down the toilet.
Never mind falling down the toilet. You want to get your arse in here before all the free drinks gone? That Johnny Mac fella wasn't messing.
I don't believe you, Santa.
Believe what you want, I'm going in.
Well, okay, I'll follow you when I finish my smoke.
Okay, alright.
Fucking bitch! Well, I'll never hear the end of her precious Larry, no. Or she can buy me a drink after we have to put up her bragging. Fucking cunt! You fuck up!
Dracula's nose, it doesn't look too happy, Tom. It must be the daylight that's affecting her.
Go easy, she'll hear you.
I don't care whether she hears me or not. Larry told me she'd be grinning and mush when the police brought him and his man home last night. Said she was loving every minute of it. Oh, knock her out if she says a word to me.
Let it go. Don't spoil the buzz.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. All's well that ends well, eh? And that was a great bit of luck you and Larry had. And the timing was perfect.
Yeah, Larry did all right yesterday, but I'm luckier.
How are you luckier than Larry?
I got the money and the girl.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure of that. I know you married a lovely girl. But, like, Larry's not doing too bad for himself now either, is he?
You like him, don't you?
Yeah, I do. We had a great time at the wedding yesterday. He's even asked me to go to Connemara with him and his man. Did he tell you?
Yeah, he was telling me.
That was very good of you and Trish to give him the cottage. His man's over the moon. Larry said she's awful lonely ever since his dad died last year. Said she misses him something terrible. Big man with a big heart, Larry said he was.
Yeah.
I'd say Larry's awful like him, the way he's looking after his mum and all. He's even hiring out a car so they can go around the country just like she always wanted.
Yeah. You'll enjoy Connemara, all right? Not as much as we're going to enjoy Santa Ponza, though.
Oh yeah, I heard it's a great spot for a honeymoon.
Yeah.
Ah, here comes the bride, bursting with pride. She's landed a rich man and he's a great bride. You'll have to stick with them now, Trish, at least until all the money's run out.
We're going to use most of it for a deposit on a house. Isn't that right, Tomo?
Oh, yeah.
That's it, Trisha, you let him know who's boss. No more bookies for you, Tomo. You won't have the time with all that painting and decorating and babysitting you'll be doing. Babies,
Well, what do you think of a new house, Tomo? No one to bother us, and 3 bedrooms to play in.
Yeah. Where exactly do you want to buy this house?
Where? I don't know. Wherever we can afford, I suppose. It doesn't matter where. Isn't it great we don't have to go and live with me ma and dad?
Oh, I don't know. Your man, are all right.
I know, it would be different if you were living with them. As far as he's concerned, you're the father of his grandchild and a nice fella. But in his book, that doesn't give you the right to be bonking his daughter regularly under his roof. The thing is, he doesn't see me the way you see me.
Certainly hope not.
Very funny. You certainly hope not. But it wouldn't be very funny after a few weeks of him sitting on my shoulder like a guardian angel.
Did he say that to you?
No, he didn't say it to me personally. But he relayed the message through me ma, and it came through loud and clear.
What did your ma say?
Well, he said he thought that you were a decent fella for sticking by me, and he was happy for us to live in his house. But he hoped there wouldn't be too much noise out of the box room, as he was a very light sleeper. God. Imagine me old fella listening in next door, and you playing the Caped Crusader.
Give him a lend of me cape. I might keep him busy.
You will not get him alone a bit. Jesus, Thomas, stop. The image of me ma and dad just doing it normally is bad enough. But to talk to them playing games, ugh. It's enough to turn me off me honeymoon. Anyway, let's change the subject. What about buying one of those new houses they're building out in Selbridge? I hear they've huge big gardens. They'd have loads of room to teach your new son to play football.
How do you know it's going to be a boy?
I know, because me granny read me tea leaves when I was 10 and told me that I was going to have a big family and that my firstborn was going to be a boy.
Oh, and you believe all that crap.
Sure, why wouldn't I believe her? Didn't she also tell me I was going to marry a rich, handsome prince? And didn't that come true?
And did she also tell you your firstborn was going to be a cultie?
No, she didn't tell me that. But sure, what does that matter nowadays, seeing as we're all Europeans? Anyhow, I'll make sure I have him in the Coombe Hospital, and that'll give him dual citizenship. And that way, he'll be able to play for the Dubs, as well as Kildare.
Well, you seem to have everything organised.
Yeah, I have everything organised. Sure, isn't that a wife's job? Working out all the minor problems. You'll have enough on your plate working on the big issues. Like who's going to win the Champions League, and the All-Ireland final, and the Grand National.
What if there's no bookies or pub down there?
I'm talking about Selbridge, Tomo, not darkest Africa. Of course there'll be a bookies and a pub out there. Sure, it's only 6 or 7 miles up the road.
No, not too bad, I suppose.
Good. That's settled then. Now we can start thinking about Santa Ponsa.
Yeah.
I'll have to see if I can get a swimsuit over there. Didn't think I'd need one for Connemara. Come on, let's get back to the party.
You could get a bikini.
Ah, stop.
I could get a mankini.
Tomo.
Why you call Susie to smoking, Mr. Manning? You make very big trouble for Susie. Mr. Seamus say, go change dollar very quick fast. Oh, him very bad temper today.
What's wrong with him today?
Oh, him very cross. Not win money like Mr. Tomo and Mr. Riley. All people in Ballarat calling gobshite, losing money on donkeys.
Don't worry about him. He's just a sore loser.
Yeah, him sore loser. Oh, Mr. Mark tell me, Mr. Seamus lose him bollock. What's a bollock, Mr. Riley?
It means a big lot of money, Susie.
Bollock means big lots of money. Ah, Susie not hear that before. Mr. Seamus very stupid losing bollock. Why you want to talk, Susie?
You didn't tell anyone the message on the mobile phone, did you?
No, Susie not her private business. What's this?
It's a present.
Why you give Susie Pleasant €1,000? You pay big trick, Mr. Holly.
It's no joke, Susie. It's your redundancy.
Redundancy? What's a redundancy?
It's money to buy a moped if you want to. Look, all you have to do to keep it is leave this job now, never tell anyone the messages on the mobile phone, and never come back here.
So, Mr. Holly pays Susie money to leave job now.
That's it, Susie. We got a deal.
Oh yeah, we got a deal. I'm gonna see you, Mr. Holly.
Be careful with that envelope, Susie. That's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, Susie, be careful, big lots of money. Susie not stupid like Mr. Seamus. She not lose her bollock. She keep bollock in pocket. See you, Mr. Holly.
What are you going to tell Seamus?
Oh yeah, what's Susie tar, Mr. Seamus? Susie tar, Mr. Seamus, old Chinese proverb. Confucius say, when boss are unfair to worker, worker tell boss to stick him job up him ass. See you, Mr. Holly. Mr. Seamus, you stick your job up to us. I leave now. I go back to Beijing.
What are you saying there, Hong Kong Fluey?
Well, I report you to back to your hand.
Go back to China.
Alright, Larry. Just saw Ching Chong going out shouting the odds of the bar, man. Did you get everything sorted with her?
Yeah, just like you told me.
Good. That's her out of the way anyway. It was a great stroke of luck that she was out here when you were messing with the phone. Otherwise, you'd have never known about the money. There's some cheeky bastards in twins, aren't they? Hiding Bob money in our dad's car. They must have been really starting to panic about it, texting that L one of theirs telling her where it was. Their old cunt would have most of it spent again to get out. Did you make sure she saw the check?
Yeah. Her eyes nearly popped out of her head when she saw it. She's after been mauling Tom here all afternoon. She's gone home now, out of her box with all the free gargle we pumped into her. You want to see her earlier on, lifting up her skirt and showing him everything bar her appendix.
She was she? The dirty old slapper. I knew she'd do anything for a few bob, but that's the limit. Ugh. And him only married. I'd say the last time Tomo saw legs like that, they were hanging out in the nest. She's some weapon, isn't she? And she didn't try it on with you.
No, thanks be to God. Oh, when Tomo's away.
Well, you have to admit that the idea of putting his name on the cheque and his photo holder behind the bar was a good one. It's taken some of the limelight away from you already. Oh, by the way, have you got the cheque? It's one of the best ways to make sure a cheque is really cancelled. That was one of the longest days I ever spent in my life in that bookies. I thought I'd never get out of there.
Nothing went wrong, did it?
No, nothing went wrong, just my nerves was gone in case Angelica came early for the books. And someone in the bookies mentioned her big win to her, you know. Them fellas in the bookies is worse than a pack of L1s for talking.
There was no problems.
No, as long as the money tallies with the books, there's no problems. And the contractors is coming first thing in the morning to rip out the televisions and the computers before the demolition crew arrives. This time next week, you'd never even know there was a bookies there. You didn't say it to anyone else, did you? Because that's the way everyone gets caught, bragging to their friends. Happens all the time to them wasters in the bookies, can't hold their piss, none of them. One week they're bragging about doing this, that, the other, and then the next I do hear they're in the slammer, grassed up by some junkie femme for the price of fix. Well, we don't want that to happen to us. Nobody else needs to know, and I told Tomo the same.